Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the 14th, so today, basically for the next 7 days, but it's whenever you click into the video, so don't worry about that. You guys know time is fluid, and it could be meant for you 2 weeks from now. All right, so this is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. I always suggest, whether it's with me or another reader, to look at both your Sun and your Rising with the same reader, because it helps develop that kind of congruency between your Sun and Rising and puts the picture together. Jumping around can kind of get you confused. All right, so we're going to look into your current energy, the near future, what Spirit wants you to focus on. We'll clarify those cards, and then after that, I'm going to pull that spread and we'll get into your person's energy, whoever it is that you're thinking about, your energy, the possible outcome, and some romance angel cards, and then we'll pull a couple oracles as well. All right, so in your current energy, we have the Hangman in reverse, and then the Ten of Wands with the Knight of Cups upright. All right, the Empress, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so right now, the good old heartbreak and third-party situation is what Spirit's focusing on. The bottom of the deck is Strength in reverse. Let's look at this. Okay, so that's great for, well, your challenge is the Six of Wands. And we'll talk about why I think that's a good energy, but also being that it's your challenge, it's wanting victory over situations, but it could also be that you have no control over the outcome of a situation, even though you're hoping for the best. So in this case, we've got the Strength in reverse. This might be feeling a little beaten down, tired, needing to regain your strength. We'll see what's going on that's creating this, but right now I think it's important that this is what you focus on. If this is how you're feeling and this is your overall energy this particular week, it just could be that there's a lot of different things that have happened and it's worn you out a bit and you need a little extra rest. So let's check into your current energy. The Hangman in reverse. Coming out of a place of feeling stuck, if there's circumstances, situations, whatever it is that's going on in your life that kept you feeling kind of tied up or restricted, this is releasing that. So not being in the Hangman position, in other words, feeling more free and like loosening up the ideas of what's to be or what could happen is what I want to say. With the Ten of Wands in reverse, this is great because to me this isn't just about laying down the burdens of life. This is about releasing anything that you don't have any control over and letting go of things that feel like, right now I'm sensing emotional burdens. If this is that, or this is other scenarios in your life, whatever it is for you, again, this is a general reading, it's focusing on releasing those so that they don't weigh you down, because apparently at some point there was quite a bit on your shoulders. You were carrying a lot of weight. You were tired, probably overwhelmed. It could have been a lot of mental stuff as well, emotional, whatever it was that you were carrying. It's time to let that go because it's worn you out to the point where you don't feel probably like you have a lot of energy to enjoy the people that you love and care about. Now the Hermit and the upright following that is saying that you have the wisdom now. So if you, okay, you have the wisdom now about a situation. The Lovers is in reverse. This is getting clarity about something. Maybe there was a breakup or a disconnect between you and someone, and you needed some clarity about that situation. Maybe this has been weighing heavily on your mind, and you hadn't gotten the clarity that you needed. And then the Emperor comes in, and this is somebody who's takes control, can be very controlling if you have someone in your life that's like that, who's a little overbearing. Maybe there were some things that that person needed to reveal to you, and that hurt very much. So whatever's going on, this has been a huge weight on your shoulders. Obviously, it's exhausting, but I think it's time with the Queen of Wands to find your passion again and move on. And then with the Nine of Wands, also, this is leaving some of those situations. To me, this is leaving your baggage behind you. It's just how I read this card. There's a lot. And here it's like standing up for yourself and defending yourself. That was a lot of cards that wanted to come out, but I follow whatever Spirit tells me to do. So in this case, I'm going to say this is time to take a rest. There's obviously some things that have been brought to light that may have hurt you very deeply. It seems like somebody that maybe you had a lot of respect for brought some clarity to you. I don't know, this could be a boss, it could be a friend, a father, or even someone that you may have been involved with that gave you some kind of clarity that you needed. You're smart enough to know that this is one of those spiritual kind of eye-opening experiences is what I want to say. So with the Hermit, there may be a need to withdraw your energy a bit so that you can restore yourself. We always need those times where we withdraw from people. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed with family or excitement or get-togethers or things that draw your energy away from you, I'd say take a step back because you need to rebuild your strength. Whatever this is that Spirit's forcing you to let go of, whatever these stresses are that need to be released, you're going to need time to rebuild your strength. Maybe it's just a day where you think things through, meditate, I don't know, take a bath, do something that's going to help build you back up. This is a whole story in itself in the first row. Oh, by the way, and then we have the Knight of Cups. This to me doesn't actually feel like an energy coming towards you. If there is one that's coming towards you right now, I don't feel like this person is ready. The Knight of Cups is somebody who expresses their love but doesn't move very quickly. This could just be a new beginning, a new, how do I want to put this? This could be putting yourself out there emotionally. In other words, releasing all these things that have held you back in the past and moving forward with an open heart. I'm going to read it the way I feel it this morning. I don't know why it's coming out that way, but I feel like I need to say that to you. Okay, so what we've got in the near future, the Empress in reverse, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups. The Empress in reverse, again, with the Strength card in reverse, tells me that you need a break. There's something here that has deflated or is feeling overwhelming, and maybe there's a part of you that just needs to restore who you are. I don't want to say that you're not as strong as you always are. I just want to say that there's something that seems to be weighing on you that needs some thinking through. Maybe you need to take a break and really go through this process and figure out what it is that you want moving forward. If there's been some changes or some things that you've been trying to work through and things hadn't changed in the direction that you wanted them to, again, that can, pull from your energy. So with the Four of Cups, it's like there's somebody or something that wants to come towards you. And I don't know that you're ready to accept anything. There's 3 cups down here and 1 cup up there. So to me, that says this opportunity may not be what you want. It may not be everything that you want. I don't know, this could be a job situation where all of a sudden you get an offer, but it's not completely fulfilling. So I'm just going to say be open to the idea that something may be coming towards you. But I don't know that it's something that you really want. So it could just be the universe bringing you something to say, hey, there's other opportunities out there. It could be something in love, and it could be a work situation, because I do want to touch on both if they come up. Now, what Spirit wants you to focus on. All right, so here's some clear and concise honesty. There was a situation clearly that broke your heart. So whether you or the other person put you in a third-party situation, there's clearly some heartbreak that's coming out now in your readings. A couple weeks ago, we had a beautiful reading. Things were moving forward, but energies shift and change. So whoever this is for, something's happening and your heart is broken. There could have been other people involved. I feel like there's a part of you that kept putting energy and effort into something. This is the Eight of Pentacles, and now you're pulling back. You don't want to do it anymore. There's something about this really broken your heart. I think this was probably something you thought was going to be your everything, the star card, but there's a need for healing is what Spirit is saying. You're going to have to focus on this. They don't want you to put work into anything that hurts you anymore. They want you to focus on healing. So whatever's occurred for you recently, Spirit's really focusing on not putting work into things that are painful and have broken your heart, and take the time out to really focus on yourself with the star card. This could also be, on another note, what they wanted me to say is there's something coming in for you that's going to be your wish fulfillment. That is going to be different for everybody. I'm not going to say that something that broke your heart or was hurtful is what's coming, but with healing comes beautiful blessings. So as you move forward and you move away from things that don't serve you, obviously the universe is going to come in and give you something that's going to feel really good to you. It could be something small, but it's a token of great job. I mean, I have to say, no joke, I really do feel like we're in a video game sometimes, and every time we pass a test or we, get through a lesson, we get a blessing of some sort. It's like, that treat at the end of the game type of thing. I don't know, that sounded really strange, but you guys know what I mean. It really does feel like that sometimes. So basically, Spirit does not want you to continue to focus on things that are heartbreaking to you. Again, if you've been in a third-party situation, this is recognizing that that's probably what it was if you thought it was, and not putting any more energy or effort into it because you need to heal. All right, so let's clarify the Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands in reverse. I definitely think this is moving away from things that have created some kind of exhaustion, some kind of feelings of just burdens, just carrying a lot on your shoulders. With the Six of Wands, they're bringing me back here. That's your challenge. So finding victory in situations. As I said, as you start to release a lot of these things that haven't been working, if it's been painful, moving beyond that and feeling really good about the choices that you made is going to be important. So the Page of Wands in reverse and the Judgment, and then the Five of Swords. So whatever it is that's been going on, I feel like this is kind of an internal battle. It may not be that there's been a lot of arguing with other people. In this particular deck, the Five of Swords, he's standing there by himself. So I feel like he's kind of holding on to the things that have hurt him. And he doesn't want to continue battling with other people. So this becomes more of an internal battle. And that can be what you've been carrying. Maybe this is where you need to release some of that so that you can move forward. The Five of Swords can be a lot of different things, as I've said, but right here it's like he's done defending himself, and he just needs to do the work from the inside out. And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse and the Judgment in reverse. Some kind of decision has not fully been made. If you've got the Page of Wands in reverse, this could be somebody pulling back their energy. This is a lack of forward movement. So it could also be somebody who's a little bit immature that way and they don't know how to express themselves. But there's a judgment around this energy that needed or needs to be made. When it's in the reverse, it could be that something's already been decided, and now this energy has got to pull back. So maybe you heard something in the recent past that there was like a decision, and now what's done is done. I don't know, that's a kind of confusing energy for me right now. I'm going to say with the Page of Wands, there's something that didn't get off the ground. Maybe this is where you've been carrying that weight and you've been worried about it, but there's this energy of wanting to move forward. I feel like this is you. I don't actually feel like that's another person. It's like after all of this, you need to move forward and decide what you want in love. If there's been some confusion and there's been this big heartbreak, it's going to be important for you. Sorry, guys. The cards are going to get on my nerves. It's important for you to move forward and make decisions, but you've got to work through whatever these internal things are that are going on. With the Empress in reverse and the Four of Swords, we're going to check that energy out. Let's see what's going on with the Empress in reverse. So we have the Lovers. So Hold on one sec. Let's get the next one is the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have Temperance. I think this is all about you. I think there's a whole lot of needing to be patient with yourself. If there have been situations that haven't come together in relationships with the Lovers in reverse, this could be making you feel, you know, in a sense, maybe there's a part of you that says, am I good enough? We all do that. So please don't bark at me for saying that. We all feel that at times, especially if something has happened in a relationship and we've broken apart from someone. We question ourselves. Could I have done more? Was there something about me that wasn't enough? You know, that's always a question we go through. You are more than enough. So I don't want anybody to ever question that. And then the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse just says there's something that didn't get off the ground. So if there was a relationship that you wanted to get started, it looks like it didn't. And that's why now your energy is in the Four of Swords, which is all about rethinking things, asking yourself what you want moving forward. This is definitely a halt in any kind of love situation. And again, it could be that that person only brought you a small offer. It wasn't what you expected, or you're unhappy with what that is. This is definitely a lost opportunity. And then with the Lovers in reverse, I'm going to say it's a breakup where things were maybe felt like they were going to move forward and they didn't. And that's why we move into the Three of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles. Spirit's asking you to stop putting energy into things that don't work or that have hurt you. Look forward into your healing and look for your wish fulfillment. In other words, put your energy into things that are going to make you feel really great, because you want those victories. You want to feel good when you've made decisions in your life. And a victory is overcoming something that didn't work, as well as getting something that you want in your life, right? Okay. Let's get some clarity on the Three of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the World card. So this is you going through a huge transformation. And then we've got the Knight of Swords, the Two of Wands. Maybe there's something that has completely veiled you. In other words, now where you thought you could see the future, you can't right now. There might be something that's being hidden from you. Maybe Spirit wants you to take a step back and not know the answers to everything that's happening coming in the near future. Take a break. Like I said, there's a lot of healing that needs to go on right here if you've been dealing with this heartbreak, so that you can reassess what it is that you want moving forward. I can't stress this enough. You've got to put the energy back into yourself. All right, so the World card is definitely telling me that there is some kind of cycle of yours that's closing out. I'm going to get into the energies of the people you might be dealing with really quickly. So I always say that this card could be Taurus or Leo. I've got quite a bit of air, so we've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Another Aquarius card. We've definitely got fire here, so Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, and strong also Earth. I actually don't have water, so if you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, it doesn't mean this isn't your reading. I just don't see a lot of that energy here. There's some, but it's more mild. Anyway, so this is about closing out this cycle. And then this Knight of Swords comes in. Whoever's energy this is, male or female, somebody wants to come in and have a conversation. Now the Knight of Swords moves quickly. So whoever this is wants to bring clarity to you. After you start to work on this and start moving past this heartbreak, it seems like once you stop putting work in, then an energy wants to come in and give you clarity. Or they want to have a conversation. Or something happens, but there's this shift that needs to happen within you before this energy starts to move towards you. It's what it feels like. This could be somebody brand new. It could be somebody also that's been in your energy that just wants to come in and say something. Do I sense that this person wants to move forward? If you're looking for an answer to that, I'm not sure. We're going to get into the energy of the person that you're thinking about. I just know somebody wants to come in and have a clear and concise conversation. So whoever that may be for you. All right, let's go ahead and clear these cards, and we're going to get into the energy of the person on your mind. All right. Sorry, guys, they're a little bit jumbled. All right, so think about that person, and we'll see what's going on with them. We'll try to get you some answers. All right, I just saw the Ten of Swords on the bottom, so clearly there's been some heartbreak somewhere. Feeling defeated, maybe feeling just heartbroken. That's like enough of games or being betrayed. That's being done. All right, so the energy of the person, the Lovers, the Justice card, the Page of Wands, and the Star in reverse. Okay. You got Gemini and Aquarius energy there. And then for you, there's the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. The Seven of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. So this is definitely going to not be for absolutely everybody. If you just want to hear the message, awesome. So the Two of Cups, there's definitely a decision in love. So whoever you're thinking about, if you've come from the main reading and that sort of kind of resonated, let's get into this. This might be a different energy. The Two of Cups is always about making a decision. Is there something in a partnership that needs to be decided? It feels like the two of you are trying to find some kind of a solution between you, whether it be a marriage that needs to dissipate. I see the Hierophant in reverse. That's why I'm saying that. I think there's a part of you, if you're in a marriage, that wants to possibly break apart. In this case, you need to have that conversation, and there needs to be some honesty they're talking about. You could be dealing with a Leo. All right, so in their energy, we have the Lovers and the Justice. They want justice in the situation. So whoever your partner is that you're thinking about, whoever this person is, wants justice here. They definitely want to see things work out. Now, if you're not with this person, the Page of Wands is somebody who watches you from afar. This is what I'm picking up from this energy. So they could dream about wanting to be with you. Maybe there's a part of them that truly thinks that you could be their perfect partner. But it's almost as if they just sit back and watch, that they don't move forward. With the Star in reverse, it's not that they don't think you're their wish fulfillment. I actually think there's a part of them that is a little bit intimidated. That's what that energy feels like to me. It's like there's a part of them actually that hasn't healed either. So if they've been in situations in the past where they felt like justice wasn't on their side, they could be holding back because they still need to heal. So there's a couple different scenarios there. There is a possibility that this person could see the two of you being together if you're not already. Where are you? In a tough position. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made with the Seven of Cups. It feels like you could have a lot of options, but that isn't necessarily here. This could also talk about Neptune, which is, I don't want to say that you're delusional because I don't think you are. I think this is the energy of delusion. There's a part of you that's kind of gone through this situation with a blindfold on, maybe not wanting to make a decision. But there needs to be clarity on your part because this feels like kind of dreamy energy. So maybe you're dreaming about the possibilities. I feel like you're the one who's actually in between. And they just said in between worlds. So whatever it is, if you're the one who's undecided, there's a decision that definitely needs to be made. With the Hierophant in reverse, this could be about long-term commitments, about how you feel about marriage. You need to decide whether you want to stay in a long-term relationship or a marriage. There's definitely a lot that needs to be decided on your part, but I think that going within that we were talking about, regaining your energy, is going to help give you the clarity that you need, because swords are all about clarity. And right now it feels like you just don't quite have it. You need to keep going back and forth until you can figure out what's going to work best for you. But don't stay in dreamy land too long because choices need to be made is what it feels like. All right, so let's get the romance angels and then we'll see if there's an outcome for you. What's the outcome? Or I'm sorry, just show me the cards for Capricorn and the person on their mind, please. We have heart-to-heart conversations, new love, calling in your soulmate, and then keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I think this is a beautiful read. It's telling you that there's a need to pull back. Maybe you need to have heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. With this person, whoever you might be dealing with, or someone that you feel like you need to have that kind of conversation with before you move on. This is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Maybe they haven't shown up yet. That's that decision you need to make. Once you close out this cycle we were talking about, find that healing from the pain of something either not working out or the ending of a relationship or whatever it is for you. Then the new love shows up, and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So it could be that once you move beyond this, then something new shows up for you. Okay, so the outcome between you and the person on your mind. What's the outcome for Capricorn? Okay, so it doesn't look great. I'm not going to lie and say that it does. So the Four of Wands is in reverse. It seems as though this connection is starting to dissipate. So if this is you needing to get a divorce or moving away from a relationship that's been long-term, whatever it is for you, this feels like something that's not working out. I think it's been very hurtful. Maybe you or both parties feel completely betrayed. The moon says there could have been some secrets that needed to come to light, and if they did, they were very painful. And then with the Emperor, I feel like this is maybe the energy of the person, regardless of which side of this you're on, whether you're male or female. I feel like this is the person delivering the news. So the Emperor is very strong and can be a little sharp at times, maybe a little bit controlling. We all have that in our charts, by the way, some kind of controlling nature. It's human nature. Anyways, this feels like a very painful ending to something because something came to light or there was some clarity somewhere in the situation. Okay, guys, let's get the Lovers Oracle and see what else we have for love for you. I hope this doesn't feel horribly depressing. I do pick up on the energies that are happening, so if this is for you and this is coming to an end, then it looks like new love is going to be coming your way. Let's see what the Love Oracle has to say. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I think that's a very clear message. All right, so let's get on to the Oracle cards. The wisdom of the Oracle to close this out. I just want to say this again. Whoever this person is that you've been dealing with, if they've hurt you deeply, they can't help but to continue to watch you. So if you have any question about that, they do watch you. Treasure Island, here and now, community, loyal heart, and then a leg up. Okay, so if you're wondering about some kind of a work situation, I think there's going to be something that turns around at work, or that you're going to get a leg up at work. Somebody might help you or boost you up or whatever that is. So take that as it resonates. Treasure Island. So this is a 9. This is one step away from completing a difficult cycle in order to move into your happiness, your fulfillment. Treasure Island is all about finding the things that are going to make you feel, regardless of how well you're doing financially or otherwise, just feel like you've got so much abundance in your life. The here and now, I think it's important to focus on what's going on right now. The 3 and 2 reduced to a 5, which is sometimes about big changes in your life. So you could be feeling like you're in that egg kind of position where you're just about to hatch into something brand new. And then we've got community in 8. This is the infinity to me, for me. It's great. In relationships, it could be that. The loyal heart is also about the infinity, which reduces, to an 8. So community, I think this is needing support from the people around you if you're going through this difficult, painful situation. And with a loyal heart, this I believe is what you want moving forward. I think we all do. This is that beautiful, perfect pair. But if this isn't the one for you, then hopefully with that new love card, that new person's coming in that's going to have a loyal heart. Maybe somebody different than what you expect, but open up your mind. So I hope this message has helped in some way. I know it was a difficult one today, but there's a lot of beautiful energies moving through you and just a lot of healing that needs to be done. Okay, guys, if you appreciate the message, I so appreciate your support. Please do like and comment and subscribe. We'd love to have you here. For my returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. And for the new, I hope you'll join us. Like I said, if you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I hope you guys have a good week. Do some self-care. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in next week's reading. Take care. Lots of love.